How's it going, everybody?
Going well.
Yeah? Okay, well, welcome to the CMG podcast number 44.
Quattro.
Yeah, you got it. We got it in time. Awesome. So we've been away for a few weeks, but now we're here and we're ready to go and we're excited and we got a lot of stuff to talk about, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one. So Ate's gonna be watching the chat. So if people start speaking up, Ate, you can tell us. You can let us know.
Yep.
Today we're without Matt. Matt's at a wedding.
So I might ask, who are they watching? Who are those people watching?
Oh, they're watching. Ah, I see how we're doing this now. I was leading it in.
Okay.
I want to talk about Matt not being here. Well, anyway, this is Casual Misfits Gaming. My name is Robert, otherwise known as Rob Dog, 1991.
I don't remember.
Wow.
No, 1991.
And to my left, we have...
Yeah. I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
Oh, okay.
And I am Jason Zahn, also known as the Zahner.
Okay. And behind the production side, we have...
Apparently ugly Robert.
Wow. I don't even know if his mic's on, guys, because it could be off. He's not checking. But yeah, that's Chris.
No, I'm good. Okay.
Klaus says in the chat, why did Matt get cute and Rob get ugly?
That's funny.
You know what? I'm going to take that. I like that. It's a compliment.
Well,
I'll be the new Matt. I like it. Okay.
It's a one-sided compliment.
No, it's like a double-sided compliment. It's like I'm cuter than Matt.
Yeah, but
like, a better version of Chris. I like that. It's like a double compliment. I'll take it.
Sorry, Chris.
Wow.
So
All
anyway,
right.
yeah. So
for it.
we've been away for a couple weeks, right, guys? So it's taken some time, but we're all finally here and we're all finally ready to get this started. So you know what? Let's go into what we played this week, because I'm curious to hear what you guys have played.
Well,
actually, last 2 weeks, actually.
Yeah.
Last 2 weeks, yeah. What have
me
you been
last
playing?
month? Go ahead.
Let's see. Like last night, I was playing Gears of War until like 1 a.m. and Minecraft. Played a lot of Ratchet and Clank actually.
Ooh,
good game.
That's free right now for PlayStation Plus, and I've gone through over half of it. I think it feels like it.
You think?
They don't tell you.
That's how I felt when I played BioShock the first time, and I was nowhere near half through. I was very frustrated.
It's a fun game. It's even though it was made in 2015, it still holds up nowadays.
Okay.
And let's see, what else have I played? I played some PUBG with you guys.
Ooh.
I played some Fortnight with Corey. And a spattering of a few other games.
Okay. Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Busy.
Yep.
All right.
Ladies' honor.
So, first off, it would be the one that I've been playing a lot of, but I actually needed a break from it. Chris might be able to chime in on this, because it's an amazing game. I've been finally been going through playing Persona 5, but that game is very long. So, I think I'm a third of the way through, and I decided, okay, I need to play something else. So then I jumped in another old game, the original reboot which I guess, original reboot. The original reboot of Tomb Raider from like 2013.
Yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. The reboot with,
They actually brought it to like good graphics quality.
Holy crap, that game is good. That game is really good. I really enjoyed that one.
That was the Tomb Raider just called Tomb Raider, right?
Yeah, it was
it's
called
just Tomb Raider. Yeah.
So we got it free on PlayStation Plus, the Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. They gave it free for PlayStation Plus. That game was so good that even though I got the next one, which is Rise of the Tomb Raider, for free on Game Pass on the Xbox, but I enjoyed playing that one so much on the PS4, I bought the next one because I'm going to play that one on PS4 because I just want to keep it rolling on the same system. I don't know. I like doing it that way. Drake. Quick question. Drake's coming on in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes, yeah.
Claw was asking when he was going to be here.
Yeah, so that's when that's happening. So make sure everybody knows.
I don't know if this is a joke or if something's happening that I wasn't aware of.
Drake was on Ninja's stream the other night.
Oh, okay.
So
I was
anyways,
like, did we somehow do this and no one told me?
But you know what? That's a good segue because the other game I've been playing, I don't know if you can call it playing, but participating in, is Fortnite.
Okay.
And
what do you mean by participating?
Well, I mean, I
Fortnite?
go in there and I die real fast.
So you're playing Battle Royale then?
Yeah, the Battle Royale.
Okay,
But I have tried the other one too, and that's fun.
It is a lot of fun.
I actually like all of it. I love the Battle Royale, and people keep comparing it to PUBG. They're not,
it's not
even the same game.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not this. I don't understand that. I don't understand why people feel if something resembles something else, they have to be angry at it. I don't get it. It's just a fun game. My high score so far, I think I've got 24. 24th is as long as I've lasted.
Got it. I mean, that's not bad.
Yeah,
You'll get better too.
Yeah,
Are you playing with people or by yourself?
solo.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's a bit harder.
that's
Yeah,
good
so
enough.
well because I don't have any. Well, I shouldn't say I don't have anyone because Aaron keeps asking me to play F and I Puma.
And Corey plays too all the time. And
I don't
Phased.
need to be with a rage quitter.
Let's talk about that later.
Corey.
Dang.
Corey.
He was talking about in the chat how he's gotten really good at the game apparently, but I guess
No, I'm not.
No, we're talking about
Fortnite.
our-
something else. Yes.
different Corey.
You weren't there
No.
for that. That was a
Yeah, we'll
that
talk.
was-
We'll get into that
Okay,
later.
now
So,
I'm out of the
anyways,
loop again.
I've been playing those. What else was there that I tried? I started to play with that Game Pass, and what's a trip is it was fun and I really enjoyed it. That game Recore on the
Okay.
Xbox,
Okay.
and it's free on the Game Pass,
Oh.
and it plays well. The mechanics are good. It's fun. I just stopped playing. I don't know why.
I love that
just-
certain games like that.
Yeah,
You'll play for a little
and it
bit
kinda
and you'll
trips
like
you
it,
out,
but then
yeah.
you just stop. Yeah. It's
And I
like-
look back on it, I'm like, wait, I had so much fun. Why am I? So then I go and I sit down, I turn on the Xbox. Gears. I'll play Gears of War.
Back to Gears.
So
right
we
back
do
to
Gears of War. So
Nice.
yeah, so that's kind of what we've been doing. And Matt Dread Pirate just put in the chat that Fortnite is greater than PUBG. I think that's nice of
No,
him to
he-
put that. I see it right
It's
there.
the other. I mean,
no,
you might
Yeah.
need to go back to elementary school and
No,
figure out
no,
what
no,
those
no,
mean.
no, he's
I'm Polish.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm Polish.
okay, my bad.
Strike that. Reverse it.
That reverse it.
On we go. Anyways,
Looks like we have Senior Leche in the
Senior
chat.
Leche,
Thank you for
what's up,
joining us
bud?
for our Tuesday night tribute.
oh yeah, that was awesome. Our tribute to Jesse. Senior Leche was in there and really helped us bring that together, and we'll forever be appreciative of that. That was an awesome night. But anyways, yeah. So I've been playing those games, and there was a lot of time. And for people, wondering why haven't we been around, what's been going on is we endured a terrible loss in the family in the last couple weeks. And one thing I've found out about myself is whenever I deal with a loss, I play a lot of games.
It gets your mind off of
I
things.
really do.
Yeah.
It's my therapy. It really is. So I don't really want to get too deep into that, but I've been playing a lot.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Rob
Right.
Dog, what you been playing?
Ooh, this week, I did another little honestly, it was like 20 minutes of The Last of Us. I keep trying, and I don't know why, but there's like something that makes me stop after I start playing that game. And it's not that I don't have fun. I just stop playing the game, and I don't get back into it. I start playing other games.
Would that be The Last of Us?
Yeah, that's what he's talking
That's
about.
what I just said.
Oh, I didn't hear.
But
Thanks.
but you know
Thanks,
what
Sate,
you know
yes.
but you know what's funny though is in no way will I ever say The Last of Us is fun because I don't find it to be a fun game. I find it to be an amazing, intriguing game, and
Yeah,
you get
yeah.
blown in. But it's not a game you go to say, "Hey, let's go have fun and
But
play
that's
a
the
video
thing
game."
is, I usually when I game, I'm off of work and I want to space and just play a game and
You
something
can't
I'm
do
used
that with
to.
that game.
And that
You
game, yeah,
can't,
it
no.
fully I have to be at attention, and it
You're
drags
ripping
it.
yourself off unless you're
Yeah.
involved in
So
that
I
game.
play it. I'm gonna start playing it pieces by pieces, I guess, because I can't sit down for an hour without feeling like I overplayed that game because it's how it is
Yeah.
to me. I played a lot of Smite this week. I played a lot of Gears this week. A lot of Gears, way more
play
Gears
together.
than normal. I know that's why I'm pissed that you didn't invite me last night because I was bored at home doing nothing.
Why didn't I see you online?
Well, I wasn't on Gears. I would have jumped on Gears, but
So
next time.
a
Yeah.
big shout out and thank you to one of the best casters out there. Dirk is watching.
Dirk!
Thanks for stopping by, bud.
I haven't seen Dirk in forever.
Don't worry, because he'll only get to watch 5 minutes because that guy gets called into work all the time.
Really?
He's always on emergency service, man. He always has to go to work.
What's
oh
he do?
man.
Restoration, like flood damage,
Oh,
and the
okay.
things. So that guy, I mean, he's like always like, I gotta go to work.
I played a lot of PUBG this week. I saw one of our main guys, Murray, posted this video of like a PUBG cheat that he was watching, and these guys were just flying in a van,
in the
like in a
Volkswagen?
Volkswagen van, just flying across the map, and like the guys saw them fly by, and then within a second they come back through the mountain, and they just run over the whole team, and the van is like totally
What was
janky
that
out.
on?
PUBG.
PUBG,
Oh.
yeah. The van is totally janking out, flying through buildings and walls, and they finally pick themselves up and they're looking for it. Like, it's gone. They turn around, it flies through the mountain, and hits them again and kills them all.
It was like acting like a shark the whole time.
yeah, it was like a shark, and it was crazy. So it was definitely a cheat.
Well,
but it was
maybe
super
PUBG
funny.
needs a little something to catch
Well-
up with Fortnite.
Well, obviously they reported the guy. They
I
were
wasn't.
laughing the
Yeah,
whole
it
time.
was funny. It was worth the laugh. So
Yeah.
that was a really good one. But yeah, that's what I've been playing this week. So it's been a good week of games then for all of us, which is that's awesome.
How about you, Chris?
Thanks, Rob.
Well, I mean, we're gonna get
Glaze
to you,
over me
but
there.
fine.
You know, good week.
It's kind of
of
hard
games.
when I'm usually on the production side, so I forget about
Yes.
myself
Yeah.
half the time.
Wow. Self-love, Robert. But I played a lot of Siege because the update came out,
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot
And-
to talk about that.
and I spent a lot of money.
What'd you do?
Notice that I said that the loot boxes were decent.
Oh, you bought.
I bought about half.
Good job.
Okay,
Chris.
quick question regarding the loot boxes. Because I was already set up for one loot box, and then I just bought the God of War one, the special one they had coming out. Does that mean they're signing me up for another subscription, or is
Oh.
it just that one?
Oh, you're talking about loot crates.
He's talking
Yeah.
about
Oh.
loot boxes in the game of Rainbow Six.
Okay.
You're asking if you're getting another.
Like, are they setting me up for another subscription, or is it just
no.
that
It's
one?
just the
That
one.
God of
Yeah.
Just the
War
one.
Yeah.
box is one.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
It's a one-off. I was like, man, they're
all
gonna
those
rip me
special ones
off.
are just one things.
Yeah, I also I played some Smite, not with Rob Dog, because fight me.
I played pretty early, but yeah,
I
fine.
tried
Fine.
fight him and he spawned.
Don't play games at 11 o'clock at night on work nights, but fine.
There were days where I came.
Doesn't
to
matter,
like,
Chris,
6
continue.
6 o'clock. No, yeah, it's whatever. Fine. I played a lot of the zombies mode on Siege, which Matthew absolutely refused to try. By the way, hey Matthew, how'd you like the zombies game mode on Siege? Oh, anyway. Okay, gotta go ahead and fix my microphone 'cause I'm apparently quiet.
Well, that's
Alright.
about right.
As usual.
Yeah,
It's pretty accurate.
I mean,
So-
I'm not trying to peak the audio levels like someone.
So you
around.
played Smite and you played Siege.
I also played PUBG,
Nice.
Overwatch, some Destiny.
Whew.
All your staples, essentially.
I don't know how you keep going back to Destiny. I haven't
Resident.
played that game in like
You know,
weeks.
I do understand why he goes back. I haven't went back to it recently, but I
Yeah.
understand why. It's a game that you can just go back. It's kind of like comfort food.
Yeah.
It really is. It's kind of like a game you just,
Okay.
you know, it's
can see
it's
that.
like, you know what it's like? It's like that old girlfriend that you dumped, but she never wanted you to dump her. And at any time you can just call her up because nothing else is going right, and then she'll be like, "Okay, I'm here for you." It's like that.
Why is Chris looking at Robert so?
Don't look at me.
Robert knows.
Just
the
saying,
game.
that's what it's like.
I used to be probably
No,
maybe
no.
in a situation like
No,
that,
no, I
but
was-
not for
wait,
like
did I hit
months.
close to home or
No,
something?
like that was like years ago. Like that's why Chris
okay.
is just oh
No,
god.
Rob, I was gonna make a joke about myself.
Oh.
And only
But I feel like everyone's probably been in that situation at some point in time.
No.
And I knew
Minus
only-
Ate, because Ate, you know, it's got the one
I
true
knew
one.
only
Good job.
You would get the joke I was talking about.
I actually wasn't thinking about. I was just kind of like listening to his honor and enjoying the conversation. But all right. So anyway, I think we should move on.
fine, I won't finish what I played.
Well, what else did you play, dude? That's like 7 things.
He has a lot of time.
2 weeks.
It has been 2 weeks.
It has. You're right.
A month for me.
I also played some League. Didn't enjoy that.
You.
Yeah.
League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it. Didn't enjoy it.
I like that game.
Played a lot of Overwatch on PC.
Nice. Okay then. All right, we're good now. Is that
Yep.
it? Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd you
Oh,
do for?
alright.
What'd
You're
you do,
mean, Rob.
what did you do for Mod Monday?
Resident Evil 7 in VR.
Oh yeah, that was really, really, really cool.
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
You leave the birds out of this, by the way.
speaking of VR, yeah, that was another game I played. I tried. I talked to you about it, Rob, already. You have to get it.
It's good.
The Inpatient PSVR. I screamed like a 5-year-old little girl, man. That game scared
Oh,
the
boy.
hell out of me.
There's-
So I
oh.
call him.
Yep.
Then I stopped playing. I'm like, I'm not putting myself through this shit. So I called him and he goes, "No, you already got the worst one. Go ahead and finish
Yeah,
playing now."
yeah, that's like the
He's
worst
like, "That's
part.
the worst one."
It's like 25 minutes into the game and it is
Oh,
Oh,
my lord,
jeez,
dude!
please.
I'm really glad.
You're through the roof.
I'm really glad that you guys are gonna make me play this game.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, you're gonna
dude,
need to play
yeah,
it too.
You
It's
gotta
good.
play that game.
It's like you were jumping at Resident Evil, but it's a different kind of jump. Like
It's more of a creepy, not a.
No, it's super startling. Like,
yeah.
it's not
Well-
it's not scary because of the way it looks. It's scary because it's just like eerie and then in your face and
Jump
then just-
scares
Yeah,
and
it's,
stuff.
it's
Well, you're in a mental hospital.
yeah, like you're
Oh, good.
and it makes it valid because you could be going crazy. So
Oh, and
they
by
can
the way, you're
throw
the
anything.
patient in that mental hospital.
Yes, you are.
Oh, good.
And then within 2 days, everything goes nuts, and you got to figure your way out. That's fun.
So this is what I'm doing for Mod Monday after I finish Resident Evil.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
this week.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. All right. So
Let's move on.
yeah, let's move into gaming news. Actually,
Game night.
Wait, game night.
game night. Yeah,
we,
yeah. Go to game night.
Was that this week?
That was
like
last
2
week.
weeks, but
the
it's
next
definitely
one-
way more important than our last game
Yeah.
night.
Yeah.
So this is where
So you guys played. So speak up. How was it? How was the experience?
it was great. It was a lot of people showed up. People that like Senior Leche, we never played with before, but he happened to be in the party with Corey, and he just jumped on and helped us out with this game night. We had all of CMG, well, almost all of CMG on one team, and then Corey, and then Aaron, Jimmy, and a few
Oh
others.
wow, you guys had a full on.
Oh, we had 10. We had 5 on 5.
Oh
full
man,
private
that would have
lobby.
been so awesome.
Yeah, it was good.
We played until
I think 10:30.
yeah,
10:30, 11 o'clock, which is late for me these days.
yeah.
It was very therapeutic.
Yeah.
It really was. We paid tribute, as anybody watching could see. Our fallen soldier, Jesse Saucedo, a.k.a. Rick Chunnell. Gears of War was by far his favorite game. Like, nothing's even close. That is his game. He loved it. Put so many hours into the game. He just played it nonstop. Like I said, it was... And mind you, Jesse's been a gamer since we were kids. I mean, he's always had the newest systems. I mean, it's always, when none of us had a Nintendo, he had a Nintendo, the first NES. And I thought it was a fitting tribute to him.
Mhm.
It was good. At the end, what are we doing here at the end of the show today?
At the end, I basically pieced together the memorial part of the stream, not the whole thing, because the whole thing was just games.
Hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna leave you with the good parts.
So we basically are doing the dedication and all the people talking about Jesse. Then the first round
Good.
of the whole thing. So it's about a 20-minute long video.
But it's a good video to
So
play.
yeah, we'll play at the end, and I added some stuff to it. So
Cool. I did some
Stick-
video editing.
yeah, stick around to the end, and you can watch it, please.
Oh, awesome. I'm actually kind of excited to see that. I haven't seen all. I saw bits and pieces when you guys were streaming, but I didn't see the whole thing. So
Yeah.
cool. It'd be really cool. Well, that was a good game night. I mean, game night this week we just played Rainbow Six. It was fun. I mean, I got my hands on the zombie mode. I liked it a lot. Matt probably wouldn't have liked it. Not sure why, but
Hey,
it was
Matt,
fun.
What'd you
It was
think
fun.
about the zombie game mode again?
Ha ha ha.
Oh, that's right.
All right.
All right, so let's jump into the actual gaming news this week, guys.
Actually, it's
This-
not. It's called.
Over the last 2 weeks,
It's called what?
This
Twiggin.
month in gaming.
Twiggin. This month in gaming, Twiggin.
This weekend gaming.
Is this what we're doing
news.
now? It's Twiggin.
It's always been.
It's been...
Why is this
How long
new
you
to
been
me?
sitting there?
I'm usually like ingrained in
All
something.
right, so
it's
we're going to start
Twiggin.
twigging. this
Oh,
week.
it is it is Twiggin. I like that. Okay. So the first thing we're talking about is the what is it? Was it an early access or was it a beta that people got to play last weekend?
Oh, the Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Was it early access or was it beta?
It was beta.
Because I had a lot of students that played this and said they had a really good time.
It was fun.
I have not heard a negative thing about this game.
Well,
Well, I guess. I mean, I have a negative thing about it.
You do?
Yeah, it glitched on me whenever I tried to open
No,
up.
but I'm.
But
This
we're
is a
talking
beta.
like beta,
I mean,
like,
like,
let's be real.
is the gameplay and how it's fun.
I would say the island adventures part of it are kind of boring, but the open seas.
And you only played with friends, right?
Yeah.
so you actually get to go on
So
islands.
you got the
though.
real experience.
Well, yeah, you're a pirate. You go out
Arr.
and you could do solo. You can do duo on the smaller ship,
Mhm.
and then you can do a galleon with up to 4 players. So it's everybody. You have your helmsman, You have people manning the cannons.
Okay.
It's funny. It's kind of when you're out in the open sea, you can see like another ship off in the distance and see him turn towards you because
Oh, okay.
we had Jamie up in the crow's nest just scouting ahead, and like, oh, there's a ship over there, and then we have to like turn off all our lights, all the lamps, so that way we don't show up as brightly. Obviously, at night, we don't want that. And there's a lot of cool mechanics like the sails. You actually have to angle and maneuver the sails in such a way to catch the wind.
Oh.
So you can get stuck in a
That's
a
perfect time to say
headwind.
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Joseph was our helmsman, and he crashed our ship a couple times. But it was a lot of fun.
So how monotonous is it to reload the cannons? Because I know there was a PC type of game like this where you literally someone had to have the gunpowder, somebody had to like have that little pole. You probably know what the name of it is. And
Oh,
we had to go to the other side of the boat and pick up like a an actual like ball to put inside the cannon. Like
So
it was
the way-
insane.
it's a bit more simple in this game. You still have to pick up the cannons. You go to the cannon. Or sorry, you pick up the cannonballs. Go to the cannon. You load it in. Each time you fire, you have to reload it. Obviously,
But you don't need like the gunpowder or things like that.
No, it's just
okay,
like
thank goodness.
It's just you just plop it in and it's good to go.
Good to go.
There's different quests, sunken ships. You have to find treasure.
Oh, it's so cool.
Islands, and there's a pretty cool thing about this too, where there'll be like treasure maps, but they're what's the word? They are riddles, and there's like 3 riddles on it. But the first one they'll show you what the riddle is, and you figure out what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And then once you find that riddle and activate whatever it is that is, the next one appears. So it's like
Oh.
And I heard that the achievements on this were leaked, and every achievement is a riddle.
oh
That's
really?
so cool.
Yeah, the way it says a riddle to go in game.
That's nice.
Uh,
Nice thought to put in there.
Welp, That's a Thing says that they actually did dumb down the game for the beta, so that way people couldn't get the full feeling of the game. So that way they'll want to come back later and play. So
Okay.
that makes some sense.
Oh, there's sharks in it. If you get thrown overboard, you can actually get attacked. Now, I got thrown overboard, and they kept on sailing because it's really hard to stop a ship.
Yeah,
obviously.
you can't stop on a dime.
And they eventually stopped, and I'm in the water, and I hear a siren, like a mermaid siren.
Yeah, I get you.
And it kept on popping up. I had no idea that's how you get back to your ship.
Follow the siren.
Yeah, because
Which is what they're always for. That's
No,
what
they're
in
not.
Well, they-
mythology.
well, they
They
usually-
bring you through
No,
areas.
to your death.
To your death. They
Oh,
usually
yeah.
bring you to capsize on something, and they take over
rocks
you.
or- yeah.
So I'm thinking this is a bad thing. So I'm trying to swim away from it the whole
It's
way.
like, oh god, and then it just keeps getting closer because the ship's getting closer.
And then I was playing by myself, and my ship, we got stuck in a big thunderstorm, and my ship actually capsized because of the waves. And the way for me to get back was actually use the siren and get back to a new ship, and I had no idea. So I wasted like half an hour trying to
Trying
swim.
to get away from the siren
Yeah.
and just go in
Go.
the opposite direction.
If you see a siren, it's not a bad thing.
Go towards it. It's okay. At least right now in the beta. So
But apparently there's a kraken coming.
a kraken.
Yeah, I
Man,
always
release the
Yeah.
kraken. Jeez.
You know, well, they sell good auto parts.
Oh man, my brother's a manager, a kraken man.
yeah.
So
So no,
that-
it was a fun game. Oh, and you can play music with your friends. That's kind of fun.
Oh, that's cool too.
Yeah.
Nice. So it
It
has
re- it
it's a
really
lot of
has a
good things.
Party
Let-
atmosphere.
It seems a lot of people are excited about this game. I'm slightly excited. I think that it'll
Looks
be
cool.
fun when we
Yeah.
all play together.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't see this being a game I'm going to go play by myself.
I actually played
You
by
really
myself,
like it, maybe.
and I actually had fun. I was, basically Captain Jack Sparrow on my own little dinghy ship.
Captain Jack
And,
Sparrow.
It was fun by myself, but it's even better, obviously, with a full complement.
Okay.
My
Alright,
favorite
alright.
part about the game
What's
is getting
next?
absolutely hammered.
Oh, okay. So what's next? We have EA. It says a way out. Developer says that EA is not making $1 on the game and that it goes straight back to the devs. That's kind of cool.
On which that's for
It's
that,
called A Way Out.
Yeah, that
Game
game
A Way
looks
Out.
awesome.
Yeah. What's it
Yeah.
about? I've never heard of it.
The brothers
before.
in prison trying to
Yeah.
escape.
Okay. Okay.
It looks pretty good. It's I think it's one of those action decision based games, right? Isn't that what it is? It looks
somewhat
kind of like
that.
kind of like a dream kind of game, sort of, but maybe a little more action.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it seems to be.
And I forget, do you actually control both brothers, or is it co-op, or I think it's co-op,
think
right?
it's co-op.
Split screen?
I think so,
They
yeah.
have that as well.
So the actual quote that should be up there, I believe, it should say, "Here's the thing, you have to understand this. With this deal I have for this game." So this is the film director and game director speaking. EA is not making a single dollar off of this. Every single dollar is going to the developer. They're not even making any money, and all I've got is support from EA. So that's pretty cool.
You don't see that often.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's because everybody wants to bitch all the time. I think it's nice that somebody who something good is happening. They're like, you know what? We need to let people know.
Yeah, this is a good thing.
This
And
is good.
With all like the negative news for certain
that's
EA
cool.
games lately, I think
Yeah.
this is a really good thing that they're doing.
Star Wars.
All right, good. Unless you guys have more to say about that, I was just really excited to
No,
hear that EA was
no,
just supporting their games.
I
you
think
know?
it's a good thing.
It's a great move.
I mean, I could take to task that there's an F instead of a PH at the end of his first name, but besides that, we're good.
Do you really want to fight me on that? Because
No.
you guys are being mean. Wow. Okay. Fine. All right. Well, the next thing I'm really excited about. If you want to switch it over, Chris.
I don't, but I'll do it anyway.
Thank you, Chris. So, Sega Genesis collection coming to PC, Xbox, and PS4.
Nope.
Sorry, we
Nope.
don't have it out.
I put it away.
I know.
I
Sega
Damn you,
Genesis is away.
Ate. He planned.
Man, look
I'd
at
say
these games.
Sega.
Yeah. When I saw this, I figured you'd like this.
Oh, I'll be getting this day one.
This
Even
is
though I
pretty
have
awesome.
it for PS3 and
It comes with, I think, 50 games in the collection.
Wow, 50?
wait,
Wow.
it has Toe Jam and Earl. Okay, most don't have that.
Sonic.
Obviously, a Sonic, yeah.
Gotta have Sonic.
But did he have the list of all the games?
Oh yeah, let me see. Let me look
It
that
looks
up.
like Ixel is back.
Let me tell you, Altered Beast, man, that is the best game ever.
I always hear about that, but
That game's
If I
garbage,
don't
dude.
see Mortal Kombat.
But that
part of
looks
it.
awesome what they're doing.
They didn't list all the games.
I'll tell you what
but
I'm hoping they
maybe
do.
highlights.
I would love
just,
if they took because I thought, even though I like
it is
these
over
games
50
way
games.
more, I think of all compilation discs, compilation discs of games. Who did it the most right was Rare. On that Rare replay. How they put the history of the games in there, and Atari did that on one back. Believe it or not, on the PSP, they did an Atari
Oh,
collection.
yeah,
They
yeah.
had museum pictures, and you can go through and read articles from the time. They showed you the cover art. I love
Okay,
that stuff.
okay.
I love that stuff. I'm hoping this does the same thing.
I mean, the fact that it has over 50 games though is really awesome. Like I remember playing old Sega games on my PC
So-
in a pack that would have like 8 games.
I'm going to tell you what you're going to want to play on this.
was that the Volgar game?
No, Volgar is new. That's not a
Was
remake
it,
of
was
anything.
it
Rygar probably is what that was. I had that
Maybe.
maybe.
what
Yeah,
were
I
you
wish
saying?
we had all of them, but they just released this. They haven't done a real press release for it yet, so they haven't listed all the
You know,
games.
there's a game, and it's usually on the Sega collections. It's kind of a Zelda, like it was their like Zelda knockoff for the 16-bit time.
Okay.
It's called Beyond Oasis,
Ooh.
and that game is phenomenal.
Ooh.
That game is really, really good. I imagine it'll be on this. It's a really good game.
That's actually really awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I'm gonna buy this because I've always had these little Sega games on my PC when I didn't own a Sega. So yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I own
never-
every Sega system.
I actually do have one. I have an old handheld Sega.
That's the one I don't have.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
The glossy black one with
Yeah,
the two
either
buttons
Game
and the-
Gear or
Yeah, I have that.
really.
Yeah.
You need to bring that in.
Okay, I'll
It
try and
won't.
find it.
It won't disappear.
I'll try and find it. My grandfather used to always let me use it, and that was like I used to play Sonic on a little cartridge. All
Look
the
at
time.
him make it so I won't steal it now.
Yeah.
Now he's like, oh, there's sentimental value. I can't
It's
take
my
it.
grandfather's. Don't
I
take
know.
it.
I'm like, damn it.
He's honor
He gave it to me on his deathbed.
I'll start the bidding at $100.
I'm not giving that up.
$100.
It's like difficult to even get it to run anymore. But
No,
I'll
but
fix
we
it.
can fix that. All
Yeah.
you need to do is change the capacitors.
Really, that's
Yes,
it.
it's the very common problem. with
Wow.
those. And then you go on YouTube and there's a video and it shows very. I mean,
So
you have to.
it's pretty obvious you've wanted this system because you've done quite a bit of research
know.
on how you could get one that wasn't even
I'm
functioning
just saying,
and fix it.
it's kind of common stuff. So just so you know, that's what you need to do.
So guys, what big games has BluePoint been coming out with lately? What was a big game that BluePoint came out with?
I don't know.
Was
Blue Point.
the one that we just
I've never
Chris, you could have just waited
Oh,
5
there
seconds.
you
Thank
go.
you. Well, if you guys didn't know, it was Shadow of Colossus.
Really?
Yeah, because Chris put it on there. So yeah, Shadow of Colossus. But new news is that they're making another remake, and that's going to be their next.
No,
game.
Nunez is the guy that we in our
Fine,
Gears community.
Jeez,
Anyways.
jeez. All that they can say so far is that they're really excited about this remake. They haven't announced what it is, but they said that their next game is going to be another remake.
And they're saying bigger than Shadow of
Bigger
Colossus.
than Shadow of Colossus. Yep.
What's
So
bigger
let
than
us
that?
let us think from that era. So you're talking PS2, you're talking Xbox, original Xbox.
Final. No, I can't do Final Fantasy.
Yeah, there's no reason to for that one. I'm thinking what would be bigger, because that was, I mean, that
Big
was
game.
that was it at the time. That
Well,
and
do
God
they mean
of Wars.
that the game was bigger, or that this production is going to be bigger for the remake?
Yeah,
That's
see,
the
it
thing.
could
You
be
don't
that.
really know. It's been very, yeah. They haven't said a lot about it yet.
Everything they do comes out good.
Yeah, but so
You
far,
know,
it looks
and I
exciting.
love the idea of this, and I have Shadow of the Colossus. I haven't bought this one yet, which kind of sucks because I should probably go buy it and support them, because these are the kind of things that if you don't buy it and you don't support it, they're not going to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
So
you're
I,
right.
I really need to get out there and get.
But it's
that one.
obvious they must have made money on Shadow of Colossus because they're keeping it up with more remakes. They're pushing it
Beautiful.
out. Yeah, I've heard really good things about it.
It's beautiful. And honestly, there's no way it's eco, because that's a waste of time.
Claw is saying maybe Titanfall, Mass Effect, KOTOR.
I would.
KOTOR is the only one. I
That
could
would be.
think of.
Oh,
But
I couldn't
Who-
see. I couldn't see Titanfall. It's too new. I couldn't. Well, Mass Effect would be an interesting remake, but I don't think
But
this
it's
would be
too
what they're doing. It's
soon.
too soon. Yeah.
I feel it's
Yeah,
too
I do
soon.
too. I think KOTOR would be amazing if they're doing a KOTOR remake. I'm gonna lose it.
I just want Star Wars Republic Commandos remade.
No, that's never gonna happen. As much as you want it, I'm
I
sorry.
don't care. I need
that'd be
it.
kind of cool.
It would be cool, but it's not gonna happen.
I'd play that again. One of the first games, actually.
Really?
It actually had a really solid AI,
Yeah, That's interesting. That was one of the ones I played all the way through too.
Mhm.
unlike The
Yeah.
Last of Us.
I liked the one level with
I was talking about
The
the AI, by the
the
way.
flying aliens. You know,
The Geonosians.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and they're flying out of nowhere.
Yeah, that was.
They just keep landing. It's like you're like, it's like you're totally like ready to go constantly. Yeah, that was a great game. Oh, and then how you had the blade in your arm, like your melee attack was a little tiny blade that came out of your hand. I was like, oh, that's so sick.
Looks like Last Now just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
She subscribed.
Subscribed.
She didn't like full scribe. She subscribed. Forgot about that.
Anyway, for 9 months in a row.
Okay.
Thank you very
Wow.
much.
Wow, that is awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Woohoo! All right, guys. So the next game, I didn't
Was it-
play any of. This next thing that we're gonna talk about. So go ahead and switch it over, Chris. We got The Division 2. I never played The Division.
Likewise.
I started it a little bit. I got bored with it like within
I-
the first like 10 minutes.
I
and
never
stopped
even did
playing.
the free weekends they did.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't
I played
care
it a
about
little bit because I played with my old SOCOM clan,
Mhm.
and it's fun if you have good players to play with. But if you don't have anybody, it's one of those games that you need a
You
squad.
need people.
I mean, you could play it by yourself, but it gets kind of boring
Okay.
pretty
Chris,
quickly.
go back.
Just,
Didn't wanna
Just
do
hit.
that.
Just hit.
There you
Okay.
go.
It's
It has a lot of people playing it though. I
really
mean,
still.
still, and
Okay.
That's funny. We were talking about that before the podcast.
Ah, yeah.
The magic of
Ubisoft.
ubiquitous software.
that's what
That's what it stands for.
I just. Ooh, I'm so glad they shortened it to Ubisoft because it just. Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, it's amazing what's happening here. Their games don't come out with a bang, yet they get
They have
more
long
and more.
legs.
Which
That's interesting.
every other game, it's pop and then fizzle out.
Yep. Yep.
That I don't know how they're doing it. They got some kind of a magic potion over there, because that's actually quite amazing. And if it was one game, we'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
If it was two games, I think you guys mentioned 4 games.
Yeah, For Honor, Division,
Rainbow Siege, right?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Siege was always big.
And then there was
though.
one more. Was it the Division?
No, there's another.
Wildlands.
Wildlands. Yeah.
Wildlands.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
so their games are like gaining and holding popularity as they stay. That's crazy.
What I do like about their games, and they've done this really well, they always have really good storylines that like entrench you, and they always have more that's happening. Like the article stated that the only reason that they decided to make it a sequel is because they had so much more that they wanted to put in the Division that it would only make sense to make it a sequel.
So that way it can look a little better. Why not?
Well, that
You
and
know, why
it's,
not?
they said there's so much material and so many things they want to
Yeah.
cover that it would just be update upon update upon update. So why
I
not
think,
just make
I think good on them.
another
I'm happy about it. Maybe I'll give it that one a shot. I don't know.
I can give the Division an honest opinion because I completed it and
Uh-huh.
I completed the end game content.
Okay.
So you played it for like what, 6 hours?
it?
No, that game you can't do it.
It took me a good like 4 months.
There's a
get
lot of
everything
stuff to do in
done.
that.
And what did you think?
There was a lot of crap. It was just a lot of fluff in a lot of places, and the story could have been handled a lot better.
But oh, you know what though? I'll ask is so since you played that over 4 months, does it have a lot of things that you could take like attack at bite-sized pieces?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay. That could be part of the magic right there.
that's actually
People
a lot of
are
things-
looking for that because how many times do we want to jump on but we only got a half an hour?
Yeah, a lot
You
of
know, we
missions
only
are
got
about that
35
long.
minutes. I was pissed yesterday. I knew I had to go somewhere in 20 minutes to go pick up somebody. I knew it. So I'm like, I got 20 minutes. I'll play really quick one round of King of the Hill on Gears.
That's not
Because
gonna
it
happen.
never takes me more than 15 minutes. Freaking thing went 35 minutes, one round.
But even worse if it was escalation.
Oh, no.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't do that. I
no.
was just doing King of, I mean, it's crazy. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe, because I do know that, because I remember I told you guys I've been trying to get back into For Honor. I don't like that game, but I try to get back in it. But one thing I will say is, if I only have 15 minutes, I could jump in, go have a very fulfilling battle
Yeah.
online, get off, and I'm done. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's part of their
Easy to jump in and
They're
jump out.
bite-sized missions.
yeah
I
bite-sized
like that,
mission.
Yeah.
What was that game on the Vita that everybody loved because of that? It was called like Unit 13 by Zipper. I think it was called like Unit 13 or something. Everybody loved it because it was bite-sized little missions, and since it was on the Vita, it was when it first launched.
Oh.
And
I
it was
don't
it
have that
is
one.
it's Zipper's last game. That was Zipper's last game.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Zipper.
Rest in we loved Zipper.
SOCOM. Mag. Oh. I wish if they brought back Mag 2, I'd be losing my crap.
I don't
Maybe
know why
that's what
your mom's quoting. I must have missed something, but she's quoting Barbara Streisand here, one of my favorite songs of hers too.
Hey, Stewie, how's it
Oh.
going? See you in the chat there.
I'd like to bring up what Claw said about Destiny 2.
He thinks
Yeah.
that the Division 2 is going to wipe the floor with Destiny 2.
Yeah,
I don't know
the
about that.
Division was meant to wipe the floor with Destiny 1, and it
And it
died
didn't.
in like.
I don't
3
think it's gonna
weeks.
do that. I think it's like a whole different player set in my opinion.
Honestly,
I-
if anything
It's pretty similar,
would
though.
do it, it would be Anthem.
Ooh, but that's still
That's way
I
down
can't
the
even
road.
have an opinion about that game yet because I need to see more. But
It's
yeah.
the only thing in
Ooh.
the genre.
Freedom
though.
Wars. I still haven't finished that.
What, you've played Freedom Wars?
A little bit. I have it.
That game's good.
It's
dude.
hard to get into it in the beginning. It just
But once you do, you get hooked. But the problem is, if you leave it for a week or two, you almost like got to start it all over again, and
Yeah.
that's what I don't like about Freedom Wars. I didn't know that you had that and you were playing that because that's another one that's supposed to be way better if you play with people. We should jump on.
It's multiplayer.
Yeah, I've never played it multi, but it's been like all those people that are in your group, they jump in with you,
Oh,
That's cool.
and you get trophies. We like trophies around here.
yep.
We like
I've been on
trophies.
an achievement binge for this like the last 2 weeks.
Jeez.
Because I never played Gears of War, but I've gotten like 270 points, which is a lot for me.
Yeah.
In this last two weeks.
That's funny because I've been on that's because that's one of the reasons I took a break from Persona is I'm like I'm putting in all these damn hours and I get one trophy every 10 hours.
Oh,
so I
goodness.
jumped on and so in that same time, it literally takes 10 or less hours by the way for that Tomb Raider. That's how good. I mean, you can get in and get out
It's
of
a
that
good
game.
game. Okay.
And it's a great game. And I think it's something like 8 to 12 trophies. I'm like, okay, see, that's more
See,
like
that's a
it.
game.
I'm
Yeah.
good with that. I'm good with that. I'll do that.
Yeah, I actually broke 20,000 on Xbox.
But you're past me?
I'm on 20,000 like 160.
Oh, now I've
Oh
been
my
playing too much
God.
PlayStation. Now I got to go play games
All
because I was always ahead of all you except Kyle.
Yeah.
Let's move past Ate's addiction and let's talk about the next thing. So, big news for E3, and the big news is that Microsoft is not going to be there, or are they? So, apparently, they're not going to be at the actual venue, minus a little booth for Mixer, but they're actually going to have all of their stuff at their was it Microsoft Theater across the street or
So
something?
did EA and Activision do this last year anyway?
Uh,
I
EA
didn't know.
EA did it. They did their own little special thing, like I forget where it was, and then PlayStation also has their outdoor booth.
But
they're
you know
also
what though?
inside.
This and what the hell do I know? I'm just saying because we've all been. Well, hell, there you go.
Yeah,
In my
E3
shirt.
gamer, yeah.
We've all been to E3 a few times. What I kept hearing from people showcasing at E3 is I don't know the name. I wish I used to know, but the group that's behind E3, whoever that is, it's not the ESRB, right? It's something else. But whatever the group is behind there, they charge so much per like square foot for your booth
Oh no.
that's actually the main reason why EA left, because they went across the street, rented the whole building for less than they were going
Wow.
to get the booth for.
That's
So,
insane.
you know, honestly, sometimes you got to put these places in check that are trying to, you know, I understand everybody has to make money, and I appreciate that. You know, I own a business. That's cool. But to go so high that EA, which is the second largest developer, right? Second largest in the world, behind Activision,
Oh, okay.
and now Microsoft, which is freaking Microsoft.
Yeah.
Both are saying we're going over here. You might want to, you know, kind of take a
Reconsider.
look at
Yeah,
yourself and say,
yeah.
what are we doing here? What's happening? Instead of, oh, we'll just fill that with somebody else. Let me tell you something. When I go to E3, I spend, unless it really catches my eye, what do you do with most of those small booths, Ate? The ones that you walk by that, I don't know, they're trying to do like sell you a rugby game, or, you know, they're trying to show off rugby. You just walk by, right? You walk by because there's so much to do at E3. You have only so much time. You know what? Now, for all the Microsoft, you know, and I'll, you know what? On that note, I would say I spend 90% of my time in the Microsoft and Sony booths.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
So that is where I spend all my time anyway. So now, you know, and I don't know if there's been anything released. Is it separate tickets to go to the Microsoft one? Or is it
I don't
all?
think so.
Oh, I don't know.
I think all are allowed in.
Yeah.
I think you don't even
So
have,
I think Microsoft is gonna start pulling
because
people
that's what
from the
EA
actual
did last
venue.
year, right? They let everybody in,
You
right?
still had to get the tickets.
You had to get the
but-
ticket, but
Yeah.
it didn't cost anything to get the
Yeah.
ticket. Dude,
Yeah, this is at their Microsoft Theater at LA Live, I guess. But yeah,
Dude,
that's gonna be
that's-
cool. And it's big. It's a big place. Like, it's huge. So whatever they're gonna have there sounds like it's gonna be a big deal. That's gonna be worth going to for sure.
oh, and there it is, Claw. It's all free.
Oh, yep. Look at that.
He says, yeah. So
There you
I'm
go.
sure you just have to get the ticket ahead of time,
Yeah.
and you're in.
I mean, that's pretty cool. And props to them. And yeah, E3 needs to rethink how they charge for floor space.
Especially now that they charge people to go there.
Yeah.
Before, you know, with all the public people now going to E3, they're making all the money off of that now, as well as the floor.
I hate that they opened it up.
They're
Yeah,
just
me
they're
too.
getting too greedy, I think.
Well,
that's-
no, but when they opened it, I mean, it was already like this.
And
I
now-
mean,
now
you
it's
were
just
like
like-
sardines, and now you're like sardines under a freaking compactor, man. I mean, it's nuts.
Sardines with people on top of you. It's like, oh god.
When it was, you know, just the industry, it was fine. But now it's
And I want to make it clear, we in no way were in the industry when we went, but
yeah, we were.
Well, no, we're in the industry, but we weren't invited.
no, I'm
as-
saying before. You and I have
Oh,
been
you guys
going
went, got it.
back in 2010.
you guys snuck in.
Yeah.
No, we didn't. No,
You
we got
snuck in,
tickets.
guys. You guys.
We did not sneak in.
It's fine. Whatever. Take the maintenance door.
We
I don't
did not.
care.
We
No.
happened to know somebody who they really wanted to go, and they gave him all the tickets.
Okay.
Lead singer of a band.
All right, that's cool.
True story.
It is true.
I'm
Yeah,
proud of you guys.
It's
I'm proud
true.
Of you guys.
And
That's awesome.
they really wanted him, and then they gave him. He's already a lead singer of a band, and then they gave him a free goddamn Halo edition Xbox.
What?
Oh yeah, I'm like, what the hell? I'm
Like, hey,
what the
in
hell?
case you don't have enough money, here's
Yeah.
a free Xbox. Thanks for not coming.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, he went.
Yeah,
Oh, he did go.
Well, because he had a son, he went and he spent
The first day, I think.
not even the whole first day. It was like 20 minutes, and then he said, "Here,
Bye.
take
See
my
ya.
VIP."
See you later.
He said, "Go."
That was a really fun time. I was like, hey, we're going to E3. Oh, right now?
Yeah, I called
Yeah.
him. I'm like, "Come on, let's go."
He's like, okay, I guess we're going.
Gran Turismo.
Oh man. All right, so that's the big news with E3. The next thing I hope Ate knows more about because I'm not huge on Nintendo anymore. but it's a Nintendo Direct, and apparently it looks like a lot of games and things like that. Do you know what to say about this?
Well, they announced WarioWare, which
Okay.
is one of my favorite games.
Really?
Yeah.
Smash.
I know.
Well, we'll go there.
Relax on Smash.
Yeah.
We're getting to that.
No, but is WarioWare on the DS though still?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Sorry about that. It's one of the DS games. If I'm looking here at the list, let's see. I lost the list. That's great. There we go. So yeah, on the 3DS we have WarioWare Gold, right?
Yeah.
Pulse Pounding Post Apocalyptic Races.
Yeah, that's kind of like.
That sounds like that's a crazy name. Like it's a long name. Mario
So-
and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story.
So that's the one I hear people are excited about. Is
Yeah.
that game?
Bowser's Inside Story.
Yeah, and I don't know
I never
anything about any of
played it.
those.
So what's this Detective Pikachu?
I don't know. Chris probably knows more about that.
I know they were thinking of having a movie with like what's his name in it.
They are having a movie with Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds. But I guess it's an actual game as well.
Yeah.
What do you do in Detective Pikachu?
I've honestly never played it. I've
Oh,
only
man.
heard about it in name, but apparently it's plays Pikachu and you solve mysteries.
So exactly what it sounds like.
And he talks.
Detective
Crazy.
Pikachu.
Yeah, and he talks.
Yeah,
That's-
which is really weird. He talks.
Does he sound like Ryan Reynolds in the game?
No.
Oh, that would have been great.
apparently it's supposed to be
Pikachu
like
will
a-
not sound like Ryan Reynolds.
Are you
Apparently
sure?
it's like
He's
a
supposed to be the voice actor for the movie.
He
What?
is.
Oh, and then what is this mysterious mansion?
Luigi.
Luigi's Mysterious Mansion? Okay,
Yep.
okay, that's cool. Then we got some Nintendo Switch headlines.
Oh yeah, you can play as. They're adding.
Kirby?
No, in the new Kirby, they're adding
My bad. Ooh.
the villains to be
Playable.
playable,
Oh, that's cool. That'll
Like
be
you-
fun.
which is I think they said like one of the first times you've
You know,
been able to do
I
that.
always think that Kirby, those are fun games,
Yeah.
man. And I think somebody knocked it around here. I don't remember who, but that, to be honest, one of the most fun ones was that Yarn one.
I did not play that one
Okay.
That game.
because that was on the Wii. U,
That
right?
game was fun.
One of my
Was
students
Wii or Wii
loves
U?
Kirby.
Maybe it was Wii U.
One of my
That was
students
Wii.
loves Kirby. He'll come in early, like 30 minutes early to every class, and he'll sit there and play like these Kirby Flash games online. And it's just essentially the old N64 versions of Kirby online. And he
Yeah,
loves it.
It's a good
The
thing.
Kirby games are fun. That's back to how I've been. Oh, that was another game I didn't mention during what I've been playing. So, like I said, I tend to go to video games. That's my thing. I'll tell you what. You just want to smile and you just want to have a good time playing a game. That Mario Odyssey world, I'm telling you,
I've heard good things about
that
that game.
game is. It really is something special. It is. That one, when it's up for Game of the Year, and if it wins, I got no problem with that, man. That is just a damn good game. Damn good game. It's just, it's not, Nintendo does have something nobody else does. There's no way around that.
Yeah. What's Okami HD? Okami HD?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. They're
I wish
don't know that
BluePoint
game.
did that.
I don't know that game.
That's the one with
The
the
dog.
wolf
Yeah.
and the paintbrushes.
Oh,
So wait, that's coming to Switch.
I never
Yep.
played that, but I remember seeing
Okay.
things
Yeah.
about that.
I think I have that for the GameCube.
Oh,
I think I have it for PS2.
Oh, that's gonna be kind of cool.
Yeah, it was a really pretty game.
That's Capcom, right?
There's a
Yes.
lot of
Yep.
games that they're releasing in this video, though. This video was like 40 minutes long, and I had to cut it because it's an insane amount of games. Oh, it's Detective Pikachu!
Yep.
Look at him. He's so cute. Oh,
And
man,
then
he's
what
got a
else-
little detective hat on. And look
what-
at been a long day.
Dude, I can't wait to see when he can't solve it and he gets all pissed
Well,
off.
look at him. Look at him.
You're having way too much fun with that.
Because it's Pikachu in a detective hat. Come on.
Well, and now we know who's buying that game. Let's move on to the next.
Oh, you guys suck. All right, fine. Oh, this is the one you were waiting for, Zoner. Let's just watch it. If you haven't seen this already, Zoner, I'm going to be
No,
disappointed.
I've already seen this.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
So, to all of our viewers who haven't seen this,
which I'm pretty sure they have.
yeah, this is the new
You-
trailer.
You know what bothers me is because you don't have the system, I know you would love Splatoon.
See, I watched FaZe play it. I wasn't really thrilled.
I'm telling you, you would enjoy that game. That's a fun game.
So, to people that can't see what's going on, it's a trailer that opens with characters from Splatoon, right?
Yeah.
And then it starts to fade away, and it's showing the new release of a new Super Smash Bros.
The way they did it is kind of
Ooh,
cool.
Yeah, it's a cool commercial. If you
It
haven't
is.
seen it or it's
So
a trailer, you got to see
here's
it.
where what's kind of bothering me Is it a new Smash Brothers, or is it just the
No,
reskinned last one?
it's a new Smash Brothers. At least I would think it's a new Smash Brothers. I really hope so.
It would have to be with
I'm hoping.
those 4 new characters.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Is it? Look at what they did with Mario Kart. All they did is added a couple new things.
Well, okay, so based off this screen that we kind of covered up with our chairs and everything, they have the silhouettes of all those characters.
Yes.
Somebody blew it up and added contrast to make it more defined. Based off what they were able to see, it looks like they're all the original characters
From the last one.
from the original. Oh no, sorry, maybe the last 2. So they had like Kid Icarus in there. So from that era.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
You know, here's the thing: it's gonna take off no matter what it is.
Yes.
It's Super Smash.
You want to add the photo? I forgot to add it to this scene. If you click on the little plus and add image, there was one for a release that you were talking about. Pretty excited for this game. Just click next. Just click OK. Find it, and it should be
which
downloads up. One more. Up one more. Up one more.
He's
The downloads above the downloads.
Oh, there it is.
And it should be named something Goku.
so
Spoilers.
Yeah, I know. Is it at the top or no? It might not have downloaded like it should have.
That's
There it is.
And then hit OK and adjust it, and you're good.
all right.
Yeah. Good job, Chris. So anyway, Chris is getting something ready. Essentially, so Chris, you might want to talk about this. Who released this tweet?
Bandai Namco.
So Bandai Namco released a tweet about the same time that they released this Super Smash Bros. Video,
I can't remember how to
and
move
it's
this
kind of a
backwards.
teaser, but Chris can't get it set up yet. Doing it, but
Or just say it, and that's fine.
I want to show it, and it makes me sad.
I don't remember.
Just
how to
just
move
switch it
backwards.
over, then
hit
it's fine.
transition.
yeah, just
Just
yeah,
hit
that's fine.
transition. Just hit
There we go.
Not in the.
There we go. No, that's,
That's
fine.
fine. That's
This is
fine.
Kavarase completely.
There it is.
That's fine.
There it
All
is.
right, guys. So there's the
This is what happens
idea.
when the producer's sitting here, not over
The
there.
idea that Goku might be in the next Super Smash Bros. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I mean, with the success they're having with their DBZ,
So
it makes sense that. they might
But
try
like,
to do
where's
this
the
crossover.
connection to me?
There is
like,
no-
there's
there
no.
is
He's
no
not a
connection.
video game character.
Bandai Namco.
Yeah,
So,
but still.
I just started, and when I say started, I watched 3 episodes and I'm done. Even though there's 180 more because I got Hulu.
Of
The original Dragon Ball Z. Or
Dragon Ball,
Balls.
Dragon Ball Z.
No, Dragon Balls. The original one.
Dragon Ball, where he's little.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. That is some perverted crap, man.
Well, yeah, because it's.
Oh,
Oh my
God, dude.
You have
And
to
I'm like,
under-
this
you
is
have
from
to
the 80s?
understand, It wasn't even like that show. I don't even think was popular in America until much later.
Yeah, I was like, what the
So when
hell
those
is
first
going
came
on
out,
here?
it wasn't even. Yeah, it's definitely kind of weird.
Yes,
Dragon
it
Ball Z is a
is.
little bit more not as pervy.
Yeah, but that one's not free. Everybody says watch Dragon Ball
It's
Z.
not free.
That one is like
Good
for
luck,
the season's
good luck
like
finding
$90.
that. Yeah, good luck finding that for free.
So, but they do have for free the Dragon Ball GT.
Okay, you can switch it out now, Chris, so it's not covering our faces. But yeah,
GT, because I mean the
but
idea, and the
Dragon Ball
story.
GT is garbage. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, see, so I guess I won't get caught on.
I'm
because
sorry.
I will tell you, even the story in that first one, I kind of liked it.
It's
Like,
good.
It was
It's good.
It was good. I'm like,
See,
I don't need to be.
I remember
oh my
reading somewhere
gosh.
that Dragon Ball GT wasn't even canon. They scrapped it because
It's not.
it's not canon. So it's like it's a good story, but you shouldn't watch it. Don't waste your time because it's not
Okay.
even canon.
It apparently wasn't even written by the dude that
All right.
had any hands in Dragon
But I'm
Ball.
excited if he does make it to Super Smash Bros. I hope he beats everyone really easily, and then it's accurate because that's how he should be. But
I
okay.
just-
So, Claw is saying that the creator of Smash said for a character to be added to Smash, they have to be a character created as a video game.
That's what I thought. See, that's why I was like, I don't know. He wasn't ever created as a video game. He was an anime first, and then
Yeah.
brought over to video games at some point. But,
Wow.
I mean, he's been in like tournament games on PlayStation, like Tenkaichi and
So
stuff.
you know, I'm
but
trying to
that's-
just think of one that wasn't, and I can't.
when that happened.
Yeah, that wasn't originally a video game character, but no, I think every single
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, Mega Man was even like honestly, I thought it was kind of weird bringing Mega Man into this, but that's what they did, so that was their thing.
Pokemon.
Yeah, at least Pokemon's Nintendo based.
And also, GT is, this is Dr. Stu, he says GT is canon now, but it is in a different multiverse.
So it's not canon because what does that even mean?
No,
like it's
no.
a different Goku?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
kind of like in.
So how is that canon?
No,
Like-
like say like in DC comic or DC universe,
Mhm.
you have Earth 1, you have Earth 2, you have all these different universes.
But eventually, those universes do see each other, and they like
Well,
combine
maybe they
the
will
stories.
on this.
This is gonna. I seriously doubt it, man. I
right.
seriously doubt it.
I don't know. I
if
never
they
watched
did,
it.
I don't know what I'd say because it'd be ridiculous. But yeah,
All right.
I'm just gonna say though, how cool would it be to see Ultra Instinct Goku kick an ice climber in the face so hard their head explodes?
that'd be fun. But I'd be real bummed if Mario whoops on Goku because I think that's kind of stupid.
You don't understand the power of a jump on somebody.
I just
When you're Mario.
feel like Mario would explode just trying to. Anyway, so
What are
let's-
we doing next? You're
next
moving
thing
to
is
the-
actually the nitty gritty, which you guys have more to say about this than I
So
do.
what is the nitty gritty, Ate? Let's
don't
let
s-
us know what we're getting
so
into here.
it's to delay or not to delay.
Oh, is that the question?
That is the question.
Okay. Okay.
So Days Gone was announced that they're going to be
There's something going in the background. Can you cut it, whatever it is?
I'll find it out right.
So essentially, Days Gone was announced that it's getting delayed. It was supposed to come out, I believe, this year.
Okay.
And now they're
yeah,
delaying.
2018, right?
Now they're delaying it until next year.
Even though it was originally supposed to be 2017.
Well, they just told us at the last PSX that it would be 2018, and now they're putting online that it's 2019.
Yeah. So,
And
what are your thoughts on that? Because you seem to have some pretty.
I thought it was weird because I do remember him like at PSX. Weren't they saying it was like fully playable, like from the beginning to the end? So now I'm thinking, why are they pushing it to 2019 if it's fully playable already? Like, what are they adding?
That's a great segue. Why are they doing that?
Well, either one, you're trying to fix random bugs, or add
Okay.
extra content because
Or add more bugs.
I don't think that's the case. Or just iron it out. I mean, it's such a big game and so much is happening on the screen at one time. There's going to be bugs. So if they can iron out those issues, it would make for a better game in the long run.
I believe, even though I love The Order, 1886. I love the game. I thought it was great, especially when it came out. Beautiful game, amazing.
Mhm.
It did not hit with too many people. And the reason is, what I feel, these games, they're starting them with one thing in mind, and it's playing at that time. This game has been in development now for 7 years. When you're in development that long, the product that is there right now is not it's not relevant now.
Yeah.
It's not cool. It's not hip. It doesn't feel right. I think that's the problem with the game. I believe that there may be no fixing it, and that
Oh no.
either it's just going to get released with a soft, like not even a loud, just a soft release.
No.
It's out kind of like The Last Guardian did,
Yeah.
which that's another one of those with 13 years in development or 12 years, whatever it was. I feel that's what's going on. The only other thing that I would say they're trying to do to it is what I feel is going to happen with Crackdown. They're going to put a battle royale mode in.
I was gonna joke about that. I was gonna make a joke about, oh, what if they're adding a battle royale?
That's-
but that would just be ridiculous in this type
But
of
what
game.
else
Like,
could
what-
it be? What I mean, we all saw at PSX 2 years ago.
Mhm.
2 years ago, there was a guy on stage playing it, going through,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it was. I mean,
At least one scene, but we saw it.
yeah, and I know it's a slice, but that's after 5 years of. That's all you had after 5 years.
See, at this current PSX when we went, this was my feel after seeing their like little exhibit. It was a very well made exhibit. It was not popular. Every time I went over there, it was like barely anybody was there, and that made me feel kind of weird.
It was also in the
And
corner
that's-
too.
It was in the
that's-
corner, but it wasn't nearly as
And-
popular
and
as the Spider-Man exhibit.
And do you realize who the studio is? This is the studio that brought you Siphon Filter. This is the studio that did Uncharted PS Vita. I mean, this is not a BS studio here.
Stewie's saying it may become a PS5 release.
Ooh.
That's ridiculous, though. I mean, even if they do that, I mean, because it won't look good enough.
No.
We've already seen what the game looks like. It's not going to be good enough. That's just too many assets to work on.
I think like they're setting themselves up for failure now because if they're waiting so long, it better be a really good game. Because if it's not,
Claus says Sony can't have 2 third-person dark story zombie end of civilization games, and they could, but that goes back to my point. This game was started being developed before The Last of Us even got released, and then you could tell you could see that. They like you could tell by what we saw. Okay, they're trying to give it that last. Quite honestly, that's what they're doing with God of War.
oh no,
Everything Sony is doing is trying to have that Naughty Dog feel. The only game that I see from them that's not is Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's its own fighting mechanic. And
Yeah, but
everything.
once again, they're hiring outside for that. That's
Yeah.
Insomniac, right? Insomniac's doing
Insomniac's
that.
doing
So they're
it.
hiring third party. But besides that, they're like, you know what? This is good. And, you know, they kind of have reason to. A lot of the other things that aren't doing that, they're not doing so well.
hot. Yeah.
Well, I was saying I can see them delay the game to add a co-op multiplayer.
That would be
I
fun.
thought they told us there was going to be that at PSX.
I
like,
don't remember that.
Enjoy co-op, that there will be co-op. I thought they said that.
Had to have
It
been
might
like
have
a
been-
long,
it might have been like-
2016 PSX.
Yeah, it was the one 2
yeah,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm wondering. I don't know. I'm not sure. It's
Now, the Nitty Gritty is about just delaying games. This is our reference.
Okay,
but,
yeah. We can branch
What-
off.
Do you agree that developers should delay a game or just?
I am always a believer in delay something if it's not ready. Always, always. But I am a big believer in cut your losses, man.
Yeah, don't push.
Like
it.
Last Guardian is one of those ones that honestly, it came out, it whimpered out, no critical acclaim even for the damn thing. It almost soils Shadow of the Colossus because it was the third one in that series. And it's like, you know what? At some point, cut your losses and go start. You know, a good example of cutting your losses was Final Fantasy 14. They released it. People hated it. They said, okay, it's not available anymore. Came back a year later, 2 years later. Now that game is played like crazy.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? Cut
okay.
your losses at some point. Crackdown, I am very concerned.
Yeah.
Is being forced out now. And Microsoft's big on cutting their losses. Hey, you're no good. You're gone.
Yeah, you're gone.
But that, I think the only reason they're not is,
It's one of the only exclusives that they have.
and
for
we
the
all
Oh,
want it.
no.
We all
Yeah.
want it. We like, because, and not referring to Crackdown 2, but Crackdown 1
It was amazing.
exactly, it was
But
amazing.
And
We
the only
loved
reason why
it.
you bought it was for the Halo beta.
Yeah, that is why I bought it
Yeah.
originally.
But then you actually play the game like, oh,
Like,
Yeah.
hey, this game's good, man.
Yeah.
So, I think delays could be they're necessary. You got to give them that. So if you're not ready, you're not ready.
You're not ready,
Sorry,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
it. You're not ready. But you got to put, Colin Moriarty.
Yeah.
Used to be on Beyond. Now does
Yeah.
Colin's Last Stand. All that. Okay. He always used to reference versus The Last Guardian. He'd say, look, man, Naughty Dog put out 4 Uncharted's. They put out The Last of Us, and you haven't put out one game.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wow. Yeah, that's a good
you know,
way to put it.
and now Sony Ben, this is 7 years, man. 7 years. The only game that
It's not
I
like we're
even
making
give,
Avatar over
the only
here,
game I
jeez.
give that excuse to, is only one, and that's because he is a freaking freak, and that's Gran Turismo.
That was a good game.
That's the only game I am like, okay, push it, because he will not release unless it's as perfect as
Yeah.
can be.
That's good though. That's good.
and that's a bit more of a difference because you have to, like, if it's supposed to be a driving simulator,
It's
it
gotta be a
has to
driving simulator, yeah.
Exactly. Spec.
What are
What
some
ab-
games that came out too early?
Uh,
Like games that like we know came out too early.
Titanfall.
Okay, I would say
I still don't agree that. I think the Titanfall one was great. I
Talking about
love
the
that
second
one.
one.
But I
Titanfall
heard
2.
the story's amazing.
The story is amazing, but
I haven't
it
played
came
it yet,
out
but-
in the middle of Battlefield and another game.
But
came out.
okay, you
And
know
they
what? I
released-
like what you just said. That's a good point. That was a game that even though it was ready
they,
and
they
nothing
should
was
have
wrong,
held on. Yeah.
they should have pushed that. You don't put that game out against those other games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that that's a really good point,
It
actually,
was
Chris.
Battlefield and Call of Duty.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's not a good
I mean,
idea.
it
You're not
was
gonna
just-
win. Yeah, you're not gonna win that.
And especially Battlefield 1 that people were just
Waiting for, yeah, like
Whoa.
that was crazy.
Yeah.
What about EA's first hit at Battlefront? I felt like that was released way too early.
Oh, see, I thought that
Sorry,
one was
what?
good.
EA's first
I liked
attempt
it.
at Battlefront, their first Battlefront game.
Oh,
You mean this one, right? The
No,
reboots?
Not the
No.
no, the first of the reboots because they came out with 2 Battlefront games.
Oh,
the
yeah.
first
Yeah.
one that did not have a campaign. I think
Yeah.
that was released way too early.
Okay.
That game
But-
I had a lot of issues with, and I felt like it was
Numbers-
not enough to be a game.
Numbers-wise, you can't say that it came out too soon because, I mean...
Well,
that game
everybody
was
jumped on it because
stellar.
there's
Just-
Star
yeah,
Wars. It's
Star
Star
Wars.
Wars.
No, but it still did great.
But that's like it's like saying it
saying,
did great
like-
because it looked nice and it was Star Wars and
talking about
everybody bought it.
content.
But yeah, content-wise, it was limited, very very limited.
I can-
Like
But
it
they
seems
never
like they
had-
phoned it in.
But they never had that in their mind to make that one a campaign.
See, but
The only reason they went campaign on 2 is because the backlash
from not having
it in 1.
because there wasn't a lot to do. That's the thing, though. Yeah, it was fun, but it got boring really fast, like way too fast.
Yeah.
Like my friend literally played it 2 days and asked for a refund, and he got his money back. On the fact that he literally played everything in the game in that amount of time.
Stewie's also bringing up another point.
Your recore.
It's like now games are moving out of the way and not trying to clash with Red Dead Redemption 2, which
Which is smart.
could be another reason why.
Well, you know, they're saying that they're saying that's why Call of Duty, its release date, Call of Duty only releases in November. Only releases in November.
Okay.
Not this
It's
time.
usually November 5th, November 3rd, somewhere around there. October 5th, because Red Dead's hitting October 20th.
Oh.
'Cause they know
they're gonna
if-
lose. Yeah, that.
So, but they won't by
Well,
releasing it 2 to
earlier,
3 weeks
yeah.
early. What does that say to Red Dead? How great that game
That's
must.
a compliment. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that Call of Duty is saying, you
bowing.
know what, we better come out earlier. We're gonna lose some money.
Mhm.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah, but as far as delaying games, I'm usually for delaying games.
Oh yeah. As long as it comes out, you know. As long as at some point. Well, I mean, if the game's really garbage, maybe don't
I
come
would
out.
give
but-
it maybe for me, like I don't mind maybe 1 or 2 delays. Past that, then it's getting ridiculous.
Well, I do like what I'm noticing most of the companies are doing now. They're not telling us a game's coming out till the end. That's actually very smart because then you don't have any expectations.
Mhm.
Now, we may not have known that it was Days Gone, but from day one, we knew that Sony Bend was working on something special. Well, and quite honestly, you know, when that was supposed to come out, that, you know, I'm sure that was supposed to be a year 1, year 2 release in their minds. And probably if it did, it would have been fine at that time. But once again, games have changed already, and that's the thing is you got to
Especially in the last year. They
Yeah.
changed a lot.
Yeah, they have. You gotta take that into account. So I'm hoping that I still hope it's something good. I'll play it, but I'm not expecting much out of it this time. You know, especially after look at what Horizon did. Look how great that one was.
And then the DLC for that even
yeah,
added to it. I don't know. Delays are fine, but not too many delays. Or like how you said, if it's not even feasible to make any money or get any acclaim, just get rid of it.
yeah, cut your losses at some point.
That was the game. Star Wars 1313.
That's
Oh,
the
That
one.
game was just.
That
It was
game looked
looked really
amazing.
good, and then gone.
Well, that was because the buyout.
Yeah, yeah.
That was because Disney bought out the Lucas, and then they
That was the game I was waiting for, and I was okay
This
with
game we
the
were all
delays
waiting
and the
for,
amount of
man.
time it was gonna take. And then when I heard that it wasn't coming out, I was just so sad. I was like, "What am I gonna wait for now? Another EA Battlefront? What am I gonna play now?"
I haven't played Battlefront in a while. I'll get into that.
Thanks, Chuck. Noticing the beard, huh?
Faces says Zonner is growing the beard. I love it.
Love that Zonner beard.
So that's a tribute.
Okay,
That's
I
why
like
I'm
it.
growing the beard.
I
It's
like
a
it.
That's
tribute.
what. That's what.
Keep it going, man. Are you
That's
gonna
a-
keep it going, or are you gonna just maintain it?
Maybe till his celebration thing,
Okay.
and then we'll see what happens at that point.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, mine's a tribute too.
I just
Yeah.
I'll take.
I just had a funny off-topic thought. You know how we
Oh, look at Claw talking smack. Go ahead, Chris.
you know how we have our emotes set up?
Mhm.
Why don't we set it up so each tier is a different level of beard and Ate's the level 3?
Oh, there you go.
The Zonner, Matt, and Ate beard.
So we got Claw here, who's just trying to get a
Trying
little
to
rise,
Rip a new one in 1313. Don't you dare.
saying it would have been mediocre.
No, it would have been great because I love Star Wars and
Hey.
anything Star Wars is great.
I think that it would have been in line with as good as Unleashed.
Oh yeah.
And I
Oh
lo- I
yeah. I
loved
loved
Unleashed.
Unleashed. Unleashed was
I
fun.
enjoyed
Just slap Microsoft on it and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Microsoft
Microsoft's
13.
idea.
He's like,
Yes.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah, you're right.
that's a good game.
Oh
With
man.
the whole delaying games thing, if they say the game's ready and that it can be released, I expect that. But if they delay it after that, I don't think it's worth time.
Unless, of course, they find some sort of like game-killing glitch.
Well, then
Yeah.
they need to
Then-
be very vocal about
Yeah.
that. They can't just.
I
you
do
know,
believe that communication is the key to this. I think you're right. I agree with that.
They can't just tell us it's ready, and all we need to do is finish up some cleanup, and then keep delaying it without any explanation and not expect recourse.
All right.
Wow.
So I think we all are cool with delays, as long as they're done right.
Yeah, as
Yeah.
long as they're done correctly.
And honestly, like I said, the addition, cut your losses, man. Cut your losses. If it's just not good, sometimes you have everything in your mind and everything looks perfect, and on paper it's perfect, and then you go and you put it together and you try to execute it, and the execution just doesn't come out right. And that's just human beings, man. That's just how we are.
Mass
Or
Effect
just-
Andromeda.
Just the games in general have just changed.
Yeah, and there it is. And
Mass Effect
but,
Andromeda.
and I'll say
that
that.
shit was released way too early with so many bugs and issues. It made it unplayable.
Or maybe not early. Maybe what he just said. Maybe it was released, but it was still felt old.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
maybe that's it. You know, it feels old, and that's what's gonna. How can you make a game that's been in development for 7 years feel fresh? I mean, how do you do that? How do you do that when a game that when
times
you
have changed.
yeah
Like,
when
it's
you
a whole
started that
different-
you have nothing. You know, you're not adapting weapons hardly at all. You're not doing anything, and then all of a sudden you get everything. I mean, honest to God, it's kind of funny because when I was younger, all I played was mainly sports games. You know, that's what I played because people who played the other games, you thought of those as that's dorks. Playing the RPGs, the JRPGs, and then now
Cuts deep zone.
every single game, even sports games, every game now is an RPG. Every game is an RPG, and now I just can't get enough of those JRPGs. I mean, they're the best.
Claw says that Mass Effect Andromeda was great. You can argue that all day, Claw. I'm never going to believe you.
I feel like Claw just likes chewing.
He
on
just likes to. He
glass.
just likes to
No,
fight. There's nothing to
that's-
do. Like he just wants to. There needs to be
that's-
conflict for some reason.
That's what he does. That's Claw. Speaking of Claw,
Wait, I don't want to go there yet. One more thing. I feel like Days Gone. I'm excited for it. But if it's been in development for 7 years, what was happening 7 years ago that everyone was really stoked on zombies for?
Walking Dead.
The
started.
Walking Dead.
Yep.
So you're losing your zombie steam. Like
Well,
people
yeah.
have.
Look at all right. So Walking Dead is still going strong as
Yeah,
it should. It's a
of
great,
course, it's a
great
great show.
story. But how many zombie shows have came and left
Since
that?
then, a lot.
Since there's a lot of them
Yeah.
that have. Zombie movies have came and left.
Zombie game modes for other games. Like I mean, Call of Duty still has it going,
Quick
but they
question.
started that.
But Call of Duty doesn't bank on it. Like that's not
Yeah,
the
it's
heart
not
of the
their-
game.
it's not their
That's
whole
like,
thing, yeah.
hey, here's something if you want to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that one, I'm going to tell you that zombie mode on last year's the Infinite Warfare one.
The
That it was like
70s.
all 80s and 90s.
That's
Dude,
cool.
That was a good zombie
cool.
mode. That was fun.
Quick question.
Yeah.
On the Walking Dead topic, is Fear the Walking Dead still even on air?
It is. It's. They're trying. In fact, what they're
They're
doing. Like I stopped watching it last season because I'm like this is not good. Well, they recognize that too, so they're taking the showrunner from Walking Dead and moving him over to Fear the Walking
Is-
Dead
'Cause I know they're
to get
ending-
things right. So
I mean, that's good. That makes sense.
it does to try to
to
salvage
save it before it's done. Yeah.
And then I don't know if you remember that one group of those real bad guys that Daryl hooked up with for a while.
yeah.
Yes.
They're making their own show now. They have a spin-off.
See, I don't know how that's gonna go.
I'm just saying that's what's
Because
happening.
people love the main.
Welcome to
crew,
the
but,
CMG
man.
Walking Dead podcast.
Seriously, right?
I have no idea what's going on right now.
You know,
You need to watch that show. I'll tell you, it's good.
Yeah.
I
I'll be
just
alright.
need to see an entire Walking Dead spin-off series about Jesus doing parkour.
I don't understand that at all. Okay, so let's move on.
Oh,
Jesus
really
is a
quick.
character.
Claw says though about the zombie thing, State of Decay 2, and that game does look good.
Okay.
Who's Dougal McKenzie?
Google McKenzie.
Yeah.
That's from the show.
Come on.
God dang it.
Come on.
No, it's the time travel. The one I told you guys you got to watch. Outlander.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Why does that get brought up?
Because the
His
last
mom brought it
note
up,
says Zonner is looking like Dougal McKenzie.
Yeah, I noticed that too. I noticed that too.
Oh my god.
That's
All right.
funny. Your aunt brought that up too.
Oh,
So let's move into our favorite part.
Claw. Chat
Claw.
lobby asks.
Chat lobby asks. I don't know if you even know where
Claw's
that one is, so don't worry
Corner.
about it. Just go back to the main podcast one.
Okay, well, I found it, but
There you go. Switch it over. Then work on it. All right. So this is the part of the show where we like to interact with our people on Twitch. So Claw, if you'd like to bring a topic to the table that we can discuss, we'll go for it. If anybody else wants to bring up something that they want to talk about, we'll talk about it. That's the fun part. Yeah. And it's not including Chris and anybody else at this table. It's all about the chat lobby. So maybe go to
No, I'm just.
the bottom of the lobby so we can see what people are saying.
CMG Exlorian says, "Where's Matthew?"
Are you serious right now? So Matthew isn't here. We've already said it. Matthew's at a
He's
wedding.
at a wedding.
He's enjoying himself, I'm guessing.
Yeah, of course.
He's not getting married. He's already married, so that's...
Or is he?
Oh.
Hey,
Dun,
he's
dun,
in the
dun.
he's in the chat.
Oh, he's here. Just kidding. Matt's here.
Wait, is the ceremony going on right now?
Matt,
that
don't-
is the
don't
best.
watch
That's
the rest-
dedication.
He's just during the ceremony.
No, Hey, is the ceremony going on, Matt? We
Come
need
on,
to
Matt.
know.
Can you blast us on their intercom or something?
Seriously, like... For the first time as man and wife, CMG! CMG!
So while we're waiting on Matt to respond, Claw asks, "What do you?" Well, I went too much.
What do you guys think about EA working with WB, adding WB games to EA Access?
Of course, better.
Why not?
More the better.
Add more games.
I'm good
that's
with
fine.
that.
Yeah, that's cool.
They're gonna get all the Batmans in there. I think that's great.
I don't know about that one. So
I don't know.
there's more Walking Dead
Oh.
talk, which is fine, but...
I'm not even gonna state that. Yes, and Gabriel from The Walking Dead has crossed over to Fear The Walking Dead. So, that's something that's happening too. Like I said, they're making the moves.
What
They're trying to make
exactly
moves.
is Fear the Walking Dead?
So it takes place before the okay.
So please tell me they say how it happened, because the entire show of The Walking Dead, I've wondered, like, how did this happen?
Wait, they just in season 2 they talk about.
No,
it.
they just say that people are infected, but they
Yeah.
don't explain the infection, where it came from, why it's everywhere on the planet all at once.
Sometimes you just have to accept it.
No,
Rob
I
Dog.
need to know the facts, and it bothers me that I didn't know the facts.
I like how you think a ragtag bunch of survivors are going to go and find out the reason.
Well, it's a show, Ate.
I thought you
Okay.
were leading into Battlestar Galactica, the old original Battlestar Galactica. A ragtag bunch. Left perilous across.
Oh my god,
Anyways.
guys, come on.
So many shows I have not seen.
But come on, they made it to the center of disease control, and they didn't have an answer
That's
for
where
them.
the answer came from.
Their answer was
Everybody
infected.
has it,
That's
yeah.
it.
Dun dun dun.
Chemspray.
Chemtrails.
I'm going with chemtrails.
Chemtrails. All right,
chemtrails.
chemtrails,
We're
whatever.
going with chemtrails. You heard it here first. Walking Dead
It's all the-
source.
all the
chemtrails.
chemtrails.
Don't trust the government.
the government.
That part's not really a joke either.
Do you guys think that it's a good thing that EA is looking at a third party to add games they don't own to access it? Didn't he just ask that?
No. He's saying
What's
a
wrong with
third
that?
party. He's saying for them buying one.
What's wrong with that?
Hey,
Steam
I'm
does that.
I'm good with Microsoft doing that. You know what? This is going to lead into something else I just keep preaching, and Matt's not in here right now, but I know he feels the same way. As far as I'm concerned, I feel right now the best value ever for video games is that Xbox Game Pass. $10 a month, and you have access to all those games, and they have good freaking games on there. So you're new to this generation or the next, because Microsoft has already stated any Xbox moving forward will play everything going backwards that they have available.
That's good.
Okay, it is. So now you decide to get in for $10 a month. You have access to over 100 games at all times.
That's pretty awesome.
And dude, I'm telling you, there's some crap on there, but for the most part, they got like I never played any of the Halo Wars games.
Oh, those are good games.
Okay, and you guys always say that, but I wasn't going to put the money out for it. Well, they're
$10
on
a
there,
month,
so I
yeah.
just downloaded the Halo Wars 2. I'm
Do
going to
the
give it a
first one.
shot. They do have that on there. I could do that.
Start
Give
with
the first one, yeah.
All right, give it a shot. Then it's amazing. Yes, there is an axe on the table. That is the God of War's axe from the upcoming game, God of War.
Can we hit Robert with it?
Oh God, relax.
Let's see.
So hey, ah,
We can.
actually hurt a
So-
little bit. You a-hole.
Really?
I thought it's rubber.
It is, but he like,
Like
came
foam.
down right at like my wrist right here. Jeez.
I'm pretty sure.
Rob's
it's
very
Star
macho.
Wars.
All right,
am.
so
okay, that hurt, man.
we
Jeez.
have a question. What do you want from a Vita 2? First off, I want a Vita 2, so let's just say
Let's
that.
start out with that one.
I don't think there will be one. I could be
Not
wrong.
from the 2016 PSX notes that they were talking about.
You know
He
what?
didn't sound too
Yeah.
positive
Vita 2
about
that
having
can
a
turn
new
into
Vita.
your VR.
I was gonna say that it would be
Headset?
cool.
Hey,
for
is
the
this
Vita
Google
2.
Vita
wow.
glasses?
Yeah, it would be cool.
No, what I would
Vita
want
2
out of
to have
Vita
them
2
out.
is just more of what Vita 1 was. I love the way the Vita, like, for me, I love the way the Vita basically became the JRPG machine.
PlayStation Switch.
I want a PlayStation Switch.
It really did. And then apart from SOCOM, what IP would you want to come back is what Claw asks.
Mag.
Oh.
Oh,
Mag.
God, Mag.
Yeah.
For
Especially with the
a
current hardware.
for a second, I thought you said Madden. I'm like,
No.
Mag,
Like, all
absolutely
right.
Mag.
Mag was great.
We were some of those we
Speed
loved.
Punks.
Man.
Perfect Dark.
Oh,
A renewed
Speed Punks. Man, there's no way to bring that up and show what that is.
Nobody
No.
like Perfect Dark.
Wait, what was
Okay.
Perfect Dark again?
You would think that would be coming. But
The
Perfect Dark
N64
Zero
games, yeah.
sucked.
I like the one on N64 is my favorite, but I don't remember exactly one.
I can't remember what this was.
Speed Punks
Well, that was just
would be one that I loved that game.
Oh.
Mod Nation
Okay.
Racers, I always thought was the spiritual successor to Speed Punks.
yeah.
Law has a final question, apparently. Final question coming in. We'll get there.
30
Oh,
30-second
finish The
delay,
Last of
thanks
Us.
Twitch.
Better not. It's probably going to be something like that.
Find out next week. On
I'm just
Dragon
going to get
Ball
up and
Z.
walk out. You guys can finish the podcast at that point. Jeez.
But anyways,
Also, stick around for after the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yes, the memorial video. You know, I always thought it was really funny, or now I'm thinking it's really funny that, you know, Xbox, PlayStation have these really awesome, great online stores and Game Passes ideas. And I'm like thinking back, I'm like, man, Steam has had that forever. Like, that's been a PC thing forever. Not the
Wait.
Game Pass part.
Oh,
of it,
okay, I
But
was
the
gonna say.
ability to have all of these games at your fingertips.
well,
to work
yeah,
on
but the
anything.
machines weren't capable at that time. They weren't ready to do it.
They could have. Oh, damn it.
So Claw asks for his last question: will Rob finish Last of
Oh
Us?
yes, I
before
will.
or after
Because
Days
it's not
Gone releases?
releasing until at least 2019, so I'll finish it by then, hopefully.
Watch them release
Hopefully.
it tomorrow. They're just like surprise release.
I'm just
coming out
up all night.
tomorrow.
Like, I got this, guys. I want to finish it. I promised him I would. Oh gosh.
No one ever has questions for X Lorian.
Hey, look, Ate lost one of the.
No, I won
Oh, you lost. Well, you won, but your wife won more.
because she put down more.
Well, good, she won. Hostage thing on Twitch, guys. If you guys aren't seeing what we're doing, it's a little
I have
game
no idea
Ate
what
throws
it
on
is.
Twitch, which is fun. But yeah.
Someone ask X Lorian questions.
Exlorian, how are you feeling today?
How's your day, X-Lorian?
Well, you know, besides being a little tired from not sleeping.
All right, thanks, Exorian, for that.
Nice, moving on. Cool, we got the update. All right. So, yeah.
Chat lobby S is pretty much done for right now.
Yeah, it
been a-
is.
it's been a
Claw's
good
Corner
podcast.
is wrapped up nice.
Lee?
Sorry, Cloud, no more questions for Chris. We already got one.
All right.
So, this was a good podcast. I mean, we covered a lot of stuff over the last 2 weeks. Not, you know, some of the most exciting news, but still news
I think-
nonetheless, you know.
I think Matt will be coming next week, and
He
I-
should
and
be
you-
coming
And
next
you know what?
week.
Something else I'm going to say is, in a few weeks, we're going to have.
Can we talk about that yet?
Yeah, we could talk about that. We're gonna be
Oh.
we can say this. We're gonna be on location
Ah.
doing a podcast from a remote location where I'm going to imagine
Somewhere in the
some of
desert.
y'all will be there, and we're looking forward to seeing you out there.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. It
It's
is.
a very,
we're
it's a very
definitely gearing
popular
up for
remote
it.
location.
Yes, we're gearing up for it
Yes, we are.
because it's going to be
But
a
we-
long drive to Vegas.
But we can't say what it is.
Yeah.
It-
So
Except
we're looking forward to that. That is going to be exciting. And Claw has some nice parting words for Matt. He says, "I didn't miss Matt."
Just putting it out there.
You
Sorry,
know,
Matt.
I just want to pause for a second and say that's the nicest thing he's ever said about me being here.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think he was referring to you.
I'm pretty sure he just said he misses Matt. Oh no, why are you there? Oh. Oh, okay, yeah.
All
So,
right. So what we're going to do now is, Ate, what is it?
well, let's do our quick sign off before the video comes up.
Oh.
And then we'll play the video as a, you know, an end
Yeah.
thing. So, thanks for joining us today on the podcast. You know, we had a great time, great news. If you're listening to us on iTunes or on Spotify, this has been the Casual Misfits Gaming Podcast. You can follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Facebook. Our Facebook is Casual Misfits Gaming, along with our Instagram too, I believe, right?
Yes.
And our Twitter is CMG_Gamecast because they would not allow us to have as many characters as we wanted at the time, but that's what we got. So cool.
And we
You didn't bring up YouTube.
upload everything
Yeah,
on
YouTube.
YouTube as
Yep.
well.
Yep, you know, the YouTube.
Thanks everybody for coming in today. We really appreciate
We
the
do.
interaction.
We do.
Another thing too, you know, last year we had the CMG present the birthday jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going through the videos and I'm chopping them up into different songs,
Nice.
and I'll be rolling them out on YouTube. As,
Oh,
Cool.
nice.
So
Lead-
CMG
lead-
presents jam songs.
Yeah.
I like it.
So leading up to the next one in August, we'll also be streaming again, hopefully with better equipment. We'll have some music to look forward to.
Oh, did I say Spotify? I think I meant Audacity or whatever we. what's the other one?
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud. My bad. Not Spotify. We should get on Spotify though. That'd be cool.
They're really picky.
Oh.
Oh, jerks. All right, I meant SoundCloud.
Wait a minute.
Everybody.
Chuck, where did you get those?
Aren't those his emotes?
Sorry, if anybody's listening, one of our viewers just posted a whole bunch of fire and ice emotes on Twitch, and it looks really
I'm
awesome.
pretty sure those are his emotes.
Oh, I think FaZe made some cool
damn.
emotes.
Well, he runs our entire streaming department for Fire and Ice.
Oh man, that's a cool emote, FaZe.
Damn.
That is really sick.
Damn.
All right, guys, it's
Like
been
that, Chuck.
it's been a great podcast, but I think we should push it into the video, right? We're good.
Well, we
Wait.
gotta sign off. Who are
What
we?
was that? Not a sign? Oh yeah.
Who are we?
Okay, CMG. Like I've said it like 5
Okay.
times in the last 5 minutes.
You are.
My name is Robert Link, or better known as Rob Dog 1991.
Rob Dog, 1991.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm Ate Rojas, also known as No Jeans.
No jeans.
And I am Jason Zahn, also known as the Zahner.
I don't know what to say about Zoners. So.
Um,
There's Zonair.
I'm Tigerface, also known as Chris sometimes.
Rah, rah.
Inside joke. All right, cool. Well, thanks guys for watching the podcast.
And then stick around
Stick
for
around
this
for the video,
part.
and we'll see you in 2 weeks. Peace.
So do the outro.